They have the power to shape our world. Exceptional students who are driving the future of Israel and making a difference for all global citizens. Join us for an inspiring series and learn about a unique and innovative scholarship that has set them on the path for success. This is Schulich Scholars.
So hello.
Hi.
So tell us about yourself, a little about your background and what you studied at the Hebrew University, Jerusalem.
I studied physics and entrepreneurship in the Hebrew University, and I emphasize on computer science.
Why physics?
When I started getting exposed to the logic behind music, I realized that physics is everything. I want to understand the background, the science behind.
So tell us a little, how did the Schulich Scholarship change your educational experience at the Hebrew University?
From that moment on, I knew that I'm on the right track to make a change, to build something big, which is actually what eventually happened, I think. It really helped me focus on my studies and complete my degree, but also being part of the network of the scholarship and getting to know all these great people around it. Even flying to Canada one time as an ambassador for the Hebrew U, which obviously came as part of me being part of that scholarship and continued like that. I think this is really what led to where I am today.
So tell me about what you're doing today and how the scholarship actually got you to the place and helped you to achieve what you achieved.
Well, I'm not a physicist. This I can say already. And I really love the studies in physics. But during my studies, I with the scholarship, in an interesting way, I got this twist towards entrepreneurship. So I went with the scholarship, and as an ambassador for the Hebrew U, as a student ambassador, I went abroad with the team, and we went across Canada and had this kind of TED Talk like format, and presenting the Hebrew U there. I get to meet with a lot of people, eventually pushing me to start my own startup, my own business. And this was more or less when I started it. So after this trip to Canada, and going out of the framework of the scholarship and the degree, I started a startup in the Hebrew University's accelerator.
Wow. And can you tell us a little about how did the scholarship and how did this help that you received influenced you more than just the financial and material way, but also spiritual wise or, mental wise?
In the beginning, it was only, I know I had this backup of the scholarship and the Friends of the Hebrew U, and I went back and founded my business. But then when the business started succeeding, I started giving back, and now today I'm donating a lot of money. My company is donating money, and helping and mentoring, and we want to be part of this greater good, and continue the cycle. So this absolutely influenced me on understanding what's the right way to go in business. I know that a lot of the donors of the Hebrew U come from business background, and I see myself as someone who one day in the future, when I get to their position, I'm going to give back for sure. I'm doing it today in my small scale, but for sure it's something I'm going to do when the company's bigger, and when I can give more, I'm going to give more. So this is the value part is obvious. It really helped me be a better person.
Do you can you think of changes that within your personality? Because it's not sometimes when you change when you go to different countries, you also you're being exposed to different culture, because Israeli culture and Canadian culture are really different. It doesn't matter if you're Jewish and if you're not, if you're a student or if you're you're educated person or not. It's more of a cultural thing. So how did it influence you?
It was way bigger than just around my professional work as founder or CEO. It was deeper. Actually, the connection to the Jewish people and being part of that nation here in Israel or there in Canada. This is the first time in my life that I experienced the width of the spectrum of the Jewish nation. We landed in Vancouver, first time. It was the farthest I went from Israel ever. But this whole experience was mind-opening. So I for the first time in my life, I realized how big is the Jewish nation, how big is the solidarity, how it's not only about Israel, it's about making an impact all around the world. And Israel is like the safe haven of our nation. But I realized that it's something bigger when I was there, when I was in Vancouver and then Central Canada and Toronto. It really changed the way I perceive things.
Do you feel today that you would want to pass that notion, that understanding, this idea that was planted in you within the scholarship? Is this something you want to pass forward?
I have to. It's my obligation and my goal now. I want to take that forward. I want to spread the good. I want to contribute myself and to the people around me. But I think the most important part is I realize now that you don't have to do much to make a true impact on a young person. You can really make a change, and that person could take them so many different places and different directions.
People from around the world are watching us right now, and people that might be interested in empowering the brain power in Israel, people that are interested in higher education in Israel. Is there a message that you want to pass to them?
Your investment in these stocks, in Israeli stocks, in the brain stocks, yeah, of Israel, worth it. It pays over time, and you're creating in this way the next generation of leaders, the next generation of influencers. I can say about myself that I'm planning to go one day into politics or to other leadership roles, and I know a lot of other people who plan to do that. And in this way, you can really influence with the future of this place here in Israel.